Okay, so I'm not going to waste time doing my normal introduction because I need to debunk something that has been driving me crazy, specifically in the community and especially with Dragon Ball Z fans. And as the title says, I'm going to discuss why people's opinions, or it's mainly just opinions, but their opinions of Goku being a terrible father is just an opinion and not a fact. And it's a terrible opinion at that. And this mainly comes from people that either watch, that have either not rewatch anything from Dragon Ball Z, and are just operating on very select memory, or they have just been watching too much Dragon Ball Abridged. And don't get me wrong, Dragon Ball Abridged is funny. It's hilarious. I've seen a few episodes, seen a few clips here and there, but I think that has done just as more damage to a lot of people's perception of who Goku is as a character. Now, as far as the whole, Goku was never there for Gohan thing, I think that's a load of crap. You talking about when Goku saved Gohan from dying not once but twice? The first time, Radix invaded Earth, kidnapped Gohan, and then not just that, but I mean, Gohan was pretty much responsible for, Radix. I mean, Goku and Piccolo being able to defeat Radix in the first place. And a lot of people say, Piccolo's better father than Goku. Piccolo didn't turn good immediately after the Radix situation. Piccolo was still, I would consider him more of an anti-hero leading up to, after the Radix situation. I wouldn't say he was fully transformed into a good person yet, because he kidnaps Gohan, which a lot of people seem to gloss over, holds him for a year, and pretty much leaves him to fend for himself in the wilderness. And yeah, a lot of people don't bring that up, or they just seem to forget about it. And that's a terrible point. It's just a very shitty opinion to have that Piccolo was a better father than Goku, because it's not true. He kidnapped Gohan after Goku died and pretty much held him for a year, threw him to the wolves, and was just like, "Here, I'm gonna be around and look over you, but you have to take care of yourself. Get your own food and all of that." Piccolo doesn't have a good transformation until he sacrifices himself for Gohan when Nappa was going to kill Gohan. That's when you see the transformation in Piccolo's character. And then I would say Piccolo actually becomes a more redeemable character because of it. And Piccolo is one of my favorite characters from Dragon Ball Z. I mean, they pretty much did nothing with him after the Cell Saga, but that's another conversation for another time. But no, Piccolo is not a better father to Gohan than Goku is. That's just utterly ridiculous. And the whole, and also after the Vegeta situation, Goku was still recovering from his injuries, and Gohan made the decision with Krillin and Bulma to all go to Namek together, mind you, to go in search for the Dragon Balls so they could revive their friends. So Goku was still recovering from his injuries, so that whole thing, it, with people trying to bring that up, it doesn't even count at all. Because like I said, Goku was still recovering from his injuries from the Vegeta fight. And like I said, Gohan made the decision to go with Krillin and Bulma to Namek to get the Dragon Balls to wish back Yamcha, Chaozu, and Tien. And the Frieza arc, after that, they pretty much thought that Goku was dead, but he was training on Yard Rack, so it took him a lot longer to get back on Earth. And also, Gohan was getting pretty cocky when he turned Super Saiyan 2. When he unlocked his potential, he had the he could have destroyed Cell immediately, but he got way too cocky, way too overconfident, and because of that, the Earth was almost destroyed when Cell was going to blow himself up. So Goku made the decision to transport him to the other world and got caught in the explosion. And even Goku said himself, "Do not bring me, leave me in the other world. Don't bring me back. Don't wish me back to life, because every time I'm around, someone is trying to kill me or my loved ones." People don't bring that up either. So I think y'all are really picking and choosing, like what situations to bring up in uh, about the whole, Goku being a terrible father thing. And also, Vegeta is not a good father to Trunks at all. I mean, the only time he shows compassion towards Trunks is when he's on the verge of death. And everyone in the Cell Saga did something stupid. It wasn't just Goku giving Cell a senso bean that was stupid. Vegeta letting, Cell goat him into absorbing Android 18 was stupid. Krillin not killing Android 18 with a machine, with a button, with a device that Bulma gave him was stupid. I mean, pretty much everyone in the saga did something stupid. It wasn't just Goku giving Cell a senso bean. But Vegeta, he pretty much neglected Trunks all throughout the Android Cell Saga. And not only that, but Android 20 was going to destroy, he fired a beam at Bulma's plane and was going to kill her and baby Trunks. And Vegeta didn't even blink an eye. He did not care at all. And like I said, he attacked Trunks to allow Cell to absorb Android 18, and then because of it he got humbled, which I thoroughly enjoyed watching Vegeta get his ass kicked. And Vegeta finally realized how crappy he was when, for not showing Trunks any emotional, I don't want to say emotional support, but any kind of love or attention until Cell kills him, and then he throws a fit and goes haywire and attacks Cell out of nowhere. And even during the Majin Buu arc, when Vegeta turns evil, allows himself to turn evil, he hugs Trunks before he destroys himself to save Earth, to destroy Majin Buu so he can save Earth. But not only did Majin Buu regenerate and it didn't work, but even Trunks was like, "Wow, Dad, this is weird. Like, you never hugged me before. Can you stop? You're embarrassing me." So yeah, anytime that Vegeta shows Trunks any kind of love, it involves one of their lives had to be on the line. And Goku was there for Gohan pretty much throughout his life, didn't emotionally neglect him or physically abuse him like Vegeta did with Trunks. Not saying that Vegeta is the worst father in the world, but his upbringing definitely had a lot to do with him not treating Trunks the way that Goku treats Gohan. So, I mean, I would like to know y'all's opinion, because I'm getting sick of this thing being thrown around that Goku's a terrible father. I think y'all need to just go back and rewatch the series and stop watching Dragon Ball Abridged. It's annoying and just frustrating hearing people try to even reason why Goku's a terrible father. It's just mind-boggling to me. But anyway, let me know your guys' opinion. Until then, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to stay updated with more movie, TV show, and comic book news and reviews. And I'll see you guys next time.